Hello, my today's episode has someone who's so beautiful, so elegant, so charming, and truly represents India with her grace, her elegance, and her sophistication. She is a career lady and she's also a princess who very few know. Most people who are in the royal family or princesses or princes, they always talk about their legacy, but she has never spoken about it. I've known her for a very long time, but I only last week got to know that she was a princess. And actually, if you really look inside, she really is one, because the way she conducted herself in her first movie, not being from a family, from the film fraternity, she still stood out and made India proud with her movie, which turned out to be one of India's top 10 blockbusters. Would you have ever thought a lady who was at the peak of her career would have given up stardom, fame, success, and at one shot gone and settled for a family life? But you know what? That's the beauty of an Indian lady, and that's the beauty of India. India has this special quality of our women being multitaskers, women entrepreneurs, successful, and yet knowing when the fine line is to choose a family over a career, and yet being successful, carrying the whole legacy, their life, their journey forward, and making India proud. So let me introduce to you our Indian princess and our superstar, who's always played a very low-key role, but yes, no matter what she has done, she has not been able to be low-key ever in her entire career of 35 years and her lifespan. So my guest today is none other than Bhagyashree. Hi Bhagyashree, how are you?
Hi Angie, thank you so much for the introduction. What a sweet introduction.
It was, because I really mean it, and I've always, we've known each other for a while now, and what I really liked and was always admired about you was that you've always been so simple, elegant, and very unassuming, and you've also conducted yourself with so much elegance, grace. And in all these years, even though you were at the peak of your career, then you took a sabbatical to take your family life forward, you came back in such a nice, elegant fashion. And everyone has accepted you also with open arms. I think that's because they all see the beauty and the spirit and the innocence in you from then till now.
Thank you so much for this.
So, Bhagyashree, the first thing I'd like to ask you, I mean, you started your career in, I think, 1989, and you were very, very young. How old were you at that time?
Well, we shot for the movie in 1988.
Oh, okay.
So, I was all but 18. I
Okay.
had just finished my school and just entered college. And that's when we started shooting for the movie with, of course, a lot of do's and don'ts, which I'd placed in front of Surojit, which meant that I would not miss out on my education. I would attend my college. I would not miss my examination. I would not miss my examination. And so we were shooting post my college hours.
And he agreed to all your terms?
He did. He was very sweet. And I would go to the college early in the morning, finish my college, go for my shoot, finish the shoot, catch up on the last lecture that I would end up missing or anything that they did post, catch up on that and get barely 4 hours of sleep.
So tell me, how and where did he meet you, and how did he discover that you would be his heroine for his blockbuster, which he probably himself didn't know how big it was going to become?
So, strangely, Angie, everyone keeps asking me this, and I said, even I haven't asked Surojit where he actually decided to, approach me to be the heroine of his film. But Raj Babu, that's Surojit's father, knew my father, and I guess we happened to be at the same wedding together, and he had seen a previous television series that I had done for Mr. Amol Palekar, who was also my neighbor and my uncle, which was during the school vacations. So he saw that, and then we met at this wedding, and that's, I think, when he decided.
When it all started. So you were this raw diamond, you can say, who he tapped and he saw this potential in you, and I think decided to have you in his film. And I'm sure everybody knows, the world knows today, what a great choice it was.
Well, thank you, and I guess so, because I had absolutely no intention of getting into films. So it was just by chance that it happened.
So tell me, when you started, did you take any professional training at that time? Were there any schools or coaching institutes, or was it just that you did some slight practice and then you took off?
Well, actually speaking, there wasn't that inclination towards getting into movies. So no, I did not. It was only during the course of Maine Pyar Kiya that I fell in love with acting per se, or the profession, or I think the whole atmosphere on the sets, the way that we interacted with one another, that made it special. It was being able to express emotions the way you want, or in a different way, or be another person than who you are, live their lives. And as I say it very often now, that we actors are really lucky. We get to live probably, if not 7, much more, many more lives in this one life.
Why do you say that?
Well, we are playing different characters.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
We end up playing each character's life, living their journey through their loves and trials and tribulations. So you kind of understand people a lot more, I guess.
Because you go through the scripts and you experience those emotions and
That's
those characters.
Right.
That's the reason,
That's
is
right.
it?
That's right.
Okay. And tell me, then when he asked you to take part, did you know that you were going to be acting in front of Salman Khan? Or
Well, Salman was just another boy.
Just another boy and a fresher and a newcomer, I guess.
Absolutely.
But still, he had a family legacy. So he had a filmy background and all of that. And I'm sure that gave him a little edge in the film industry. Or no, you wouldn't say that?
You know, honestly speaking, when I met Salman, I didn't meet him with any preconceived notion. So we met like, okay, this is my co-star and this is
Salman,
this is Salman Khan, and and we did a scene together in the Bhagyashree office.
Yes.
And Surojit said, okay, so Surojit is such a soft-spoken, such a lovely, wonderful person. So he said, "Acha, sab theek hai. So this is my pair," and that was it.
That was
so
it.
That was literally it. And then we had a photo shoot and stuff like that where they had to announce the film. And that's when I really actually kind of interacted with Salman. But it was barely, just looking at what we were supposed to do. It was so work oriented. It was during the course of the making of the film that we actually started interacting, became friends, started talking to one another. And I think we didn't come with any apprehension or preconceived notion about each other. We just met as two individuals would meet.
Right.
And the beauty of it was all of us were raw. Surojit, myself and Salman.
Okay.
So it was almost like first day of college, where you go into a new college, new university, and you're meeting new people. And that's how we were on the set.
Okay. No, but tell me, when you met him, was he very shy, or was he very, like you can say,
he was very
flamboyant,
well behaved.
or very well behaved?
Extremely well behaved.
Okay.
Very protective. Wherever we were shooting outdoors, he would make sure that I wasn't in the eye of strangers or within the public. There would be a kind of distance that would be maintained. He would make sure that people from the unit would always be standing on guard.
Okay.
So
he was very protective.
He was
about
definitely very protective, and he was also the first person to know about my love life.
Oh, okay.
So when no one from the industry knew, it was through a common friend that he knew about Himalaji and my relationship with him, and that became our little secret together.
Okay.
He was also the first person that I told that, I want to get married to this guy.
Okay. So I'm sure he had a big crush on you, but he could have never even told you because you already told him about your life. So it must be some hidden crush which is nobody ever knows, and probably he's
my
never
God.
also shared that to you because you already told him that you're already in love with
Well,
someone.
let me tell you, at that point of time, he already had a girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And in fact, when we were shooting in Ooty, he would constantly be telling me that, listen, I can call my girlfriend and you can call Himalaya ji, and you can, we can all be here together. And I said, no, I'm never going to do something like this.
So what would you say, what kind of person would you perceive, or do, as you know Salman, and how would you tell the world what type of person he is? Everyone says he's a very nice person. So how would you like to describe him, or like to show which side of Salman Khan would you like to show all our guests?
Well, I would say that Salman is a friend's friend. That's how I know him. He was always there for me during the course of Maine Pyar Kiya. When I decided to get married, he was the first person to not only know about my marriage but be there for my marriage, and the last person to leave.
Oh, okay, that's sweet.
And especially knowing that there was no one from my side. So my parents didn't attend my wedding.
Oh, they didn't? Okay.
No.
Okay.
And Salman said that I'm here for you.
How
I mean,
sweet,
that goes
yeah.
a long way to talk about a person, that he could be there
for
and
you.
yes.
Yes. But over the years, once you got married and you got busy in your family life, and as life goes on, did you keep in touch with him, or did he keep in touch with you?
Well, then I think our lives went on two different paths.
Different paths, yes.
So I got busy in my family life,
Yes.
and he went on to be the superstar that he
That
is.
he is, yes.
So I don't think that left enough time for us to actually maintain that friendship.
Yeah.
But I definitely know that since it was the first for both of us,
You'll always
we'll always cherish that, and I would speak that about the way he would think about me also.
Yes.
Even without talking to him.
Yes.
That I would be just as special. And he does that in his interviews. He mentions Maine Pyar Kiya and his relation with me all the time.
Yeah, that's sweet. So you both have a special bond, I would say, you both share. But when people say that he's this really, you can say, macho, rough and tough and aggressive person, would you say that also that he has a different side to him, which you saw during, as you say, he helps his friends and he's there for his friends?
I think he's also a great family man. Best reasons known to him, he couldn't have a family of his own. I wouldn't say not a family, because he still got his parents and his brothers and sisters, but his own personal family. But he's always cared a lot for his family, been very protective about them, and he loves children. I mean, to date, I think I don't meet him as often, but my son Abhimanyu is really close to him.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
and in fact, there's not a single time where Abhimanyu has called him up and said, I want to meet you, and
he's not
met him.
Oh,
So,
that's really sweet. That just shows the regard and
yes,
love and respect he has for you.
not only for me, I think it's because he's seen Abhimanyu right
From
when he was a child. Yeah.
Yes.
So he has that, I would say, feeling for children.
Yes. That's very sweet of him. Yeah. So how did you? You knew before when you did the movie you're going to get married, even before. And what if the movie, as you know, everyone knows it did really well, and you must have got hundreds of offers after that. But how come nothing changed your way? The success, the fame, the glory, the everything that came all at one time changed your decision from choosing a family life to keeping your career, your movie career, which would have been probably God knows gone where till now. So
I think it's all about prioritizing what really makes you happy, Angie. Because there'll always be ifs and buts, and there'll always be things that you could do and maybe could achieve. But it's finally about what you want in life. And I think if you know that, it becomes so much more easier to take decisions in your life.
Right. So you were very clear you want to get married, and
I was.
but even when you got married, I'm sure the producers, directors, they wouldn't have left you for a while. I mean, I'm sure they were kept saying change your mind or come back.
Well, absolutely. There were offers by the dozen, and in fact, some very special directors who unfortunately are no longer with us. It would have been fantastic to work with them. But like I said, priorities.
That was your priority.
Yeah, that was my priority. But
and you had no regrets.
Well, like I say, I don't look back and live my life. The journey goes on, because there'll always be a crossroad that you live. There'll always be a crossroad that you reach at every moment and every stage of your life.
Right.
And if you get confused about which road you're going to take, it's going to be difficult to move on and move faster in your life.
Yes.
So I think once you take the decision, you live by your decision.
Yeah.
And you'll always have a choice later on in life to make. So I think I live my life by that. But when I look back now, when you're talking about movies, I would say that I feel the loss of not having worked with three very fantastic directors.
That's what
and yes, and that would be Yash Uncle.
Yes.
For the longest time, he would tell me, Bhagyashree, you're a silly girl.
Yeah.
You should have continued movies. And he said so even when I introduced him to my son. So you can imagine the longest time he had that in his mind.
Yes. So he also said the same to you.
He had approached,
wow.
you know, and in fact his son, Ranveer Kapoorji, he had said that I would want to make a film. But, well, again.
He said no. Okay. And who was the third?
And the third was Manohan Desai.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
he made films that could make you laugh,
yes.
cry, family films that everyone enjoyed.
Yes.
And he was a person that saw beyond just Bhagyashree, the actress, and he actually came and told me, he's saying, Bhagyashree, you've got something in your eyes that I want to translate on screen. And we never got to do it.
Well, even I think maybe you should have done those 2 or 3 and then got married.
Yes,
Maybe
if I had done that,
a year later, that's all. Nobody's saying don't get married, or you shouldn't have, but maybe you'd have never had that in your heart maybe today.
See, life would have been very different. Because once you, what do you say, taste blood.
Blood, yes. Then it's very difficult.
Then it's very different. And you always feel, ye khatam ho gaya, let's wait for the next, then let this get over, and then the process does become endless.
Yes.
And then of course I wouldn't have had Abhimanyu.
Yes. But I mean, you should be really proud, and I'm sure, I don't know, of all our guests who are watching this show today, know that your movie was one of the top 5 in the history of Indian cinema. One being Mughal-e-Azam, then being Mera Naam Joker, then of course Sholay, which none of us can forget, and then comes Maine Pyar Kiya, from a simple, innocent girl who decided to get married, and then of course DDLJ. That's where it goes. So I think you could not work with Raj Kapoorji, but still at least you could be somewhere in his league, and that's, I think, really, really commendable and something to be proud of.
Well, I find myself extremely blessed.
Yes.
Not only with what God has provided me,
that's right,
but the legacy that I can leave behind for the Indian cinema, having been just a small part. I would say a small part, because it takes an entire lot of people to make a film. But being part of a film that is recognized in the history of Indian cinema, that itself goes a long way.
That's why it was one of the reasons, not entirely, that I really wanted to have you on the show Angies India, because it was not only the movies but also showing the emotion and the true strength of an Indian woman, how to balance her work and her family life, and yet stick to her own identity, whether today it's doing your well-being or your Ayurveda and your yoga and you're looking after and there's so many causes which you champion, as well as sticking to your principles, as you told Surojit that I will finish my school, do my do my classes and then do my film. So you're very determined to what you wanted to do always and never change that. So I see a little stubborn streak in you, but still a very, very nice streak as well.
See, I think you need to be a little stubborn to stick to your principles. You can bend where it's needed to be humble, but at the same time, if you again getting back to priorities and principles in life, if you have those, you have to stand ground with what you think is right.
Right, that's true. That's very true. So then you got married and you had two beautiful children. And what did you do in those 8-10 years, at least till they were 12, till they were growing up? Just domestic life?
I always feel that the initial years of a child growing up, of course, parenthood is supposed to be equally divided between the man and woman, but more often than not, it's the mother who has a lasting impact on the way a child thinks, is brought up, the way the child conducts themselves, the emotional well-being of a child. And for a mother to be there, present,
is very important.
Is very, very important.
Yes.
And I felt that my children should have that. And they should face their growing years with confidence.
Confidence, yes.
Knowing that someone has their back, someone that they can talk anything to, rely on, and be their champion.
Champion, yeah. So you led a fully domesticated life, I would say, till they were 12 or 13 or longer?
Well, almost. I did dabble in a couple of films. A lot of regional cinema.
Okay.
I did a couple of TV shows in between, but something that I could kind of equally divide my time or manage my time between my household duties, my children, and my career.
So you, as we just discussed, you spent so many years with your family and bringing up your children, and so you still continued not acting and just doing small roles in TV and smaller mediums till they were grown up, until they went out to lead their own lives. Is that how you planned it, and then took your career forward after that?
I wouldn't say smaller roles. My roles were still very important and very integral to the films that were being made, and the ones that I selected, of course, they were impactful roles. The point is that I chose to divide time between my family and my career,
yes.
With the priority set right, that my family came first.
Yes,
so the kind of projects that I would choose was something that where I wouldn't have to stay away from home too long, which would get over soon. So the length of the role would probably be shorter.
Yeah. Okay. And now both your children are in films and doing very well, from what I hear. So why don't you tell us a little about what movies they are choosing, what type of roles do they like, and especially let's start with your son.
Well, very fortunately, my son's first film, which was called Mar Ko Dard Nahi Hota, also known as The Man Who Feels No Pain,
yes.
Got international acclaim.
Yes.
He got awards at the TIFF Film Festival.
Yes.
Also at the Macau Film Festival. The film was a new age film. Vasan Bala was the director, and it was made keeping in mind that they would reminiscence or have all the previous films some kind of, it was very close to what Deadpool did. You know, they pulled out the important aspects of the previous films and they had nuances in this film, which made it very recognizable and very relatable to the younger audience.
Okay.
So people loved him in that, which was followed by Meenakshi Sundareshwar.
Yeah, that's a cute film. Yes.
That is, yes. In fact, everyone thought that he was a South Indian guy, and barely anyone knew that he was my son.
Okay, so now does everyone know he's your son, and is he has he created his own identity?
Well, I think he's completely created his own identity right from the beginning. Though people go on and on about nepotism, I don't honestly think that any person would lay down their crores of rupees just because someone is someone's son or daughter.
No, not at all.
You know, it wouldn't make business sense.
Yes.
So I think talent actually survives
Speaks
at the
for
end.
itself, yes.
So if you get selected in the kind of roles that you do and the kind of input that you do in those roles are something that's going to stay for a long time.
That's true.
So that was their journey. My daughter, in fact, she didn't want films. She went and studied business management in London. When she came back, that's when Abhimanyu got his first award.
Oh, okay.
So seeing her brother in that space kind of triggered her ambition.
That why not me?
Yes.
Okay.
So her web show called Mithya was very well acclaimed. People actually didn't think that she would choose a role so diverse from Maine Pyar Kiya. So
why is that?
Because she plays the antagonist in that.
Okay.
So it's a very strong role, and she played with people from the industry who are known for their acting prowess. There was Huma Qureshi, there's Rajat ji, and these people actually are known for the way they perform. And then standing tall in front of them and actually proving herself. So that was a piece of something. Yeah, you know, something to take home by. Like, I was shocked. I was like, no, girl, I didn't expect this out of you.
Well, so they've seen it.
Yes, pleasantly surprised me. Her latest film called Ingalome, the critics have really loved it. It's a sweet love story between a Muslim girl and a Hindu boy. And it's done in a very poignant time, you know, at this point of time where there's a lot of diversity being attached to, well, love and politics and India as such. So I think both of the children have actually carved out their own niche.
So maybe they felt somewhere that they must have known that you were such a big actress and such a good actor, and you gave up so much for them and the family, and somewhere life is a circle and it just brought it all back, I think.
Well, actually, I think all through their growing up years, I've told them, aur kuch bhi bano, actor mat bano. You know, the thing is that this is one profession that there's so many ups and downs, and there's so much of emotional turmoil that I actually told them that this is one profession as a mother I wouldn't want my children to get into. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of waiting, a lot of worry when your next project is going to start and come. And yes, that's not a regular business line, you know, or not something that you're working towards. And you might be the best, but finally you have to be at the right place, right time, right project. There are just too many things that have to be perfect for things to work. So strangely so, but as people normally say, ki, you know, whatever is the profession of the parent, that's where the children naturally veer to.
Yes,
so I think they did that.
No, but now that you see this evolution in the film industry with you coming back, as well as both your children in doing very well and in the thick of it, how would you say the film industry has changed and evolved? I don't mean the front end, that's one part I'm going to come to later, but the back end, whether it's the production, the direction, the putting things together, the packaging.
Well, there are pros and cons.
I mean, you were, for example, you were so raw, fresh, and still you came out so beautifully in Maine Pyar Kiya. But today there's a lot of more packaging and more things all customized, set, tweak. Like you have Photoshop today. Those days there was nothing like that.
Yeah, not
a
that
photograph
much.
Was beautiful if you were beautiful, simple, or photogenic. So how do you feel the industry has changed in the the creative side, the packaging side, the way the selling movies and making movies and showcasing from then in the 35 years to now?
Wow. Well, 35 years is a long time.
Yes.
And we all evolve. Businesses evolve, and our film industry has also evolved. And there have been pros and cons, as there are to any change that happens.
Right.
I would say essentially, if we talk about the pros of the yesteryears, or when I was shooting, I would say the pros was that people made films, people acted in films, people got associated with films truly out of their passion.
Passion, yes.
You know, it's something that they were so inborn with, or they desperately wanted to be part of. They wanted to do that.
Right.
Like I myself would say that though I didn't want to be attached to the film industry, once I started working with Maine Pyar Kiya, I fell in love with it.
Yes.
So it was something that you do out of love and passion. Today, things are made more from the corporate world. They put a package together, and then they choose their artists, or they choose what they have to make. They say, we have to make X amount of money, and this is how it is supposed to be done. So I think that's the con out of it.
It's more like a business now than the passion of acting and a creative, talented actor.
Right. The good part of having it run as a business is that things are more scheduled, things are more timed. Actors get their scripts on time, they have readings, so they go well prepared. They have rehearsals, they can, learn a new skill before they start a shoot. So these are all the pros that happen now, of course.
And versus earlier?
Versus earlier, well, we were all raw. We went there and we learned things as we progressed.
Progressed, yes.
Yes, so I would call myself completely raw, in face of my contemporaries who have done so many movies, who've got the opportunity to learn from so many people. I think I still am very raw. I'm like a little baby in the woods when it comes to actually doing films, and it's probably only thing that I've got within myself that I can put forth and say, okay, this is what I bring to the table, now mold it.
Yes.
But I think what has changed for the better is stories. There have been, especially because of OTT coming in, there have been so many stories that come from the heartland of India that would have otherwise been lost.
Never come, yes.
Or
be showcased.
Yeah, they have been able to showcase those stories, get those emotions on screen, get people to relate to them, and that has been a blessing in disguise with the OTT platforms coming in.
Okay.
Also, I think COVID did the trick where we were all at home, we were all watching a lot of television, OTT platforms. We couldn't go to the theaters. We learned to see international films, films from various different languages, and I think that opened everyone's mind. And one learned to accept things. Also with the change of society, I think the acceptance of different kind of films, different kind of, interpersonal relationships.
Right.
It became possible to write different stories.
Type of stories and films and documentaries.
Absolutely.
But tell me, there is a lot of, if in today's day you had to choose, I'm not saying nobody's going to judge you for what you're going to say, but I'm asking as an advice or opinion, if say a newcomer, a young girl who dreams of joining films, or it could be a young boy from a different small hometown, second city or third tier city, who dreams of becoming an actor and who's good in acting but doesn't have the infrastructure or connections to come into the world. How would you advise him, coming from a non-filmy background, to put his your teaser or your whole your whole portfolio across to the film industry? One, should they get counseling from someone, or are there counselors now as compared to when you all were there in the earlier years and you learnt everything yourself the hard way? And is that part of it also structured for new talent to come which has no filmy collections and
Well, of course, right now,
godfathers?
like you were saying, there are a lot of acting school, there are a lot of acting coaches. You can go and learn different types of skills. There's dancing, there's fighting, even as an action movie being made, there are different kinds of action. There's hand-to-hand combat, there's martial arts sequence, or lathi, or there are all these things, and there are teachers to teach you all those things. There are time that you get to prepare once you have a film in hand to prepare for all these things.
Yes.
But all said and done, if I were to give advice to all of those watching over there, I would give the same advice what I gave my children. That unless you are hell passionate about what you're doing, and that is the only thing that you want to do in your life, this is a line that does have a lot of ups and downs. It does have a lot of emotional stress that you can have, a lot of mental stress. So if you're not a strong person and you're not a strong-willed person, who will follow up with perseverance, with diligence, it is difficult. Yes, it is very difficult to survive in this line. Also, the fact being that staying in Mumbai isn't easy.
Yes.
It is an expensive city to live in. So if you're coming here and you're staying as a PG or you're renting a flat, it's going to be difficult to make ends meet.
Yes.
And it's very unfortunate in the recent years also. We've seen a lot of people who leave their hometowns behind, who leave their comfort zone behind, their families and people who would be there to help them, protect them, guide them, just to be the shoulder to cry on. And they leave all those people and they come to a city which is known for a city of dreams.
Yes.
But when that dream gets shattered, they do not have the courage to go back to their home and say, "Theek hai, reset kar lo. Let's start with something else."
That's the thing. Yeah.
That is so important, because everyone can't be in this line.
Yes.
Though everyone wants to.
Everyone can't be successful in this line. Yes.
No, they can't even be associated with this line. I would say
that's
it's
even
not.
More tougher.
Yeah, it's not about just being in front of the screen, because there would be a lot of people who are probably writers or music directors or singers. I think the television platforms have given the opportunity for a lot of singers
to come
to show their talent.
Yes.
They get noticed for a certain amount of time. They also get a lot of shows. They probably travel around India performing. Very few of them actually last longer, because there's a fresh talent coming in.
Yes.
And it always is the survival of the fittest.
The fittest, that's of course.
It's a jungle law.
For anything, yes.
It's a jungle law.
No, but why I purposely asked this question, because I wanted the youth who dreams of entering this industry to have a very fair and objective view, besides just seeing the glamorous side of it, which that's what you really nicely explained to them.
And it's hard work.
Yes, it's hard work.
It's hard work. See, today you and me are sitting here, okay? For the audience, we have the air condition switched off because the sound has to be perfect to reach your ears. We have a whole lot of light that is shining on our faces so that you can see us clearly.
Yes.
And we're sitting here to make sure that we have a proper conversation.
Yes.
Right? It does become difficult for people who are used to comforts also.
Yes.
Let me not put it just for the people who are coming from heartland India, who want to make it big in life, but people who are
big cities.
Yeah, from big cities, who are having the comfort of their families and of bigger homes. When they come over here and they get all the facilities, but when you go on set and you have to do your job well, and you have to perform well to be liked by the audience.
Yes, that's true.
You know, the final card is
work
what
hard.
the audience
Yes, what the
has
audience
to,
likes.
yes,
Yes, yes.
absolutely.
See, also that's very good advice you've given. Like today, if suppose someone from the south or any other state in India comes to Bollywood and dreams to become an actor, and he cannot for any for unfortunate reason.
Right.
So, is direction or producing, if his family has money, an option you could suggest?
Yes, of course, it's an option. It should be the next step to diversify into something adjacent to what you want to do or what
yes.
you like doing, so that it becomes more pleasurable
Yes,
to work.
to do it.
Yes, and for it to last longer.
Yes.
Because if you enjoy the work that you're doing, you'd never think of it as work, and you
Yes.
will enjoy it.
Yes, that's
Then you
true.
don't count your money, nor do you count your days. You just enjoy doing what you're
because
doing.
you're doing something similar and hanging
Absolutely,
around, yeah.
absolutely.
And of course, another advice I'd like to ask you is, now today, say if somebody's movies are not someone again new in this industry who cannot launch himself or herself as an actor, what if they decide to go, they try and approach someone or try and get their show, pitch to a show, or someone who's trying to put something on OTT, on small television, not necessarily OTT as well. Do you think that there is any channel you advise them to go through, or are there any new age techniques which have come through to go to the TV line or the OTT line, or no, it's the same cycle?
Like I said, it's everything has become a corporate world now.
That's
so you have to have your CV, and you have to go there and give your audition, and if you get chosen for the job, you do.
Yes.
Otherwise, there's a long line of aspirants who are waiting there. So either you have a recommendation letter, or you have the talent, you have the CV, you have the work done that gets noticed, and you are pulled up and said, okay, I want you there. You know, so it's not easy. To put it in one line.
You have to work hard, and it's not easy.
It's not easy. And getting back to the basics again, that unless you're passionate, you're truly passionate about what you're doing, this is a difficult line.
Okay, so now I'm going to come back to your story. You've come back into films after once your kids were settled and you were comfortable. Today, what kind of roles would you prefer doing? Like more romantic films, or mother-oriented roles, or character roles, or like similar biographies like what you did already for Jayalalitha ji? How do you see yourself now for the next 10 years? How would you like to position yourself? Because what I see, you're a go-getter. You've done your family bit. Your kids are now all on the right track. You took your priority and right decision. You have so much positive energy. And so what kind, and you look so young, you don't even look like a mother. I don't see
That's actually a problem.
No, it's not a problem. It's really great because you don't look like a mother. You can see you've not done all the Botoxes like everybody has. I'm purposely addressing this point because it's very important and fun to discuss this as well in today's real world. You haven't done all of that. So how do you see your career, and what kind of roles do you or would you like to take from now to the next 10 years?
See, first of all, I would like to say, unlike what people think, it was difficult getting back. It was difficult getting back because when you leave a certain profession and you've not made friends there, you haven't had those connections. And like I said, you have to have a CV and you have to go and approach, and then it works out. Fortunately, I had a good CV. I have Maine Pyar Kiya.
Maine Pyar Kiya. So, I mean, with the top 5 of the industry.
But I would still say it was difficult. Reason being that films have changed, filmmakers have changed, the way
of making films has changed.
The storytelling has changed, the way the performance is received and the way you're supposed to perform has changed. So there was a lot of learning for me to do when I wanted to get back. Thalaivi, which was based on Jayalalitha ji, when I wanted to approach that, I came to know that a subject was being made like that, and they approached me that maybe we are thinking of casting you. And when they said that, I wanted it to translate into a yes. But
so
they
how
looked-
did, sorry to interrupt, but how did you think they were going to get, I mean, how did it all start again? Because it was a huge film and a huge character to play.
So, like I said, that they did approach me. I had done a couple of films down south,
Yes.
and they knew of me.
Yeah, everyone knows of you. Yes.
So, of course, I had to put it out there and say, yes, I'm looking for work, and yes, I
Yeah,
would
you have to-
love to work. But when they saw me, and like you said, I don't look like a mother, so that became a problem. So they said, will you put on 15 kilos? I said, oh my God, I've worked so hard
to
to
maintain, yes.
be healthy
And fit, yes.
and fit, and at my age to, you know, kind of boomerang, swing between 15 kilos up and 15 kilos down is not going to be so easy. So I said, no, I don't think I can put on 15 kilos in a month, but I can show you what I can do. So they said, okay. So I wrapped myself around in about 7 to 8 saris,
Oh, really?
made myself really fat, put cotton in my blouses to make my arms look big, and did a photo shoot of showing how bulky I could look
Without putting on weight.
without putting on weight.
Again, living life by your terms.
Yes,
And
I
getting your
said-
way.
I said, well, this and more. This I've done at home. You would obviously have a team to give me
To
the
put it
right
all
kind
together,
of
yes.
And I said, well, I've got a great makeup and hair team who will help me look just the part, and this is what I can do for you. And that's how it all started.
And they
But
said
you,
they were okay
yeah,
with
but
it?
you have to. The thing is that people say, okay, we'll audition and let's see how it goes. And I didn't stop at that. I said,
No, you
I
see it
want
now.
Yeah, I want it to happen. And what you can't visualize is what I will give you. So I help them visualize me in that role.
And
So-
once you put yourself together, and they were also.
Yeah, they said, okay, this can work.
Okay. So
So
that's how it all really.
That's how it all began. Yes.
Okay, and it was a great movie, and I think it just got everything you back into the limelight, and nobody had in any case forgotten you.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, then suddenly people started saying, "Oh, so
Back.
she wants to act
Yes.
again." So yeah, that worked in my favor. But yeah, it's also I would say very fortunate. Social media plays a great role in
Okay.
today's times, and you have to use it as a tool. It's very
Okay.
important. People get lost in using and scrolling down social media, but if you can use it as a tool to promote yourself, because
yourself.
finally I'm the product. So I
Yes.
have to learn how to market myself
Self,
as an
yes,
actor.
yeah.
That's what you have to do. And if you can put yourself out there, kind of relate with the audience, make the audience love you, want you for what you are today, I think that can work.
It can work. So, as you said, social media is like a really powerful tool. What did you do to make your social media work for you? I'm sure others who can't afford digital marketing agencies and professional companies, how did you put it together?
Well, it's again
Hard
hard
work,
work.
yes. There's no
There's
substitute
no
to that.
substitute for hard work,
Yes.
and there's no substitute to be diligent about whatever you do and follow it through.
Okay,
So I would credit again my daughter for helping me with it.
okay.
It was sometime during COVID that I started putting out health tips, because suddenly health became a
An
very
important-
big
yes,
topic that
yes.
everyone was speaking about. And earlier on, much before COVID though, I had a major health issue that I kind of managed to reverse with healthy eating, healthy exercising, just kind of tweaking my everyday lifestyle.
Okay.
And that's something that I thought that I should put out to people, which will help them kind of give back, just make them more self-aware. just educate them about what is possible without really,
yes.
expensive things that you have to,
Yes.
you know, buy, share, go
Yes.
to.
Yes.
And you can do these things at home, like I did to myself.
Yes.
And well, I started putting on healthy tips.
Okay.
My Tuesday tips is really popular now, and it's
Okay.
almost in the 4th year, and I
Okay.
do that religiously every Tuesday.
Yes. Yes.
And I put that out to the audience, and somewhere that connected, because people said, okay, this is doable, this is possible in all our homes. It's something that we can relate to.
Something more real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that really helped.
Yeah.
I think that helped me.
And then now with that, now you started getting more movies and offers, and people are looking at you with different things, with different light, I'm
Well,
sure.
that doesn't give me movies, but that gives me visibility.
Visibility, yes.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, so more people know you're around and you're there.
Yeah,
and
so
yes.
you kind of say, okay, she's there. That's all.
Yes. So tell me, what kind of movies, if you had to do from now to 10 years, would you like to do? So everyone can hear and they'll all be there.
Oh, wow.
From the queen of Maine Pyar
No.
Kiya.
So I've always believed in, like what I said even earlier, when I did do smaller length roles in movies, I would like people to remember that particular character after they finished seeing the film. Not every movie becomes a super hit like Maine
yes.
Pyar Kiya was, but at the same time, I do not wish to rest on past laurels. Recently, I did a movie called Sajni Shindeka viral video. It's about how social media can completely destroy a person's life.
That's also true.
So, in that, I played a very pivotal role, though the length wasn't that much, but it was something that the audience said, oh, you know, they woke up to another persona of what Bhagyashree can do.
Yes.
So, which was good, and that's the kind of roles that I would like to do, something that people would remember me by.
You.
I often give example of Kiran Kher, who played a beautiful movie of Sanjay Leela Bhansali, where there was Aishwarya Rai, there was Madhuri Dixit, there was Shah Rukh Khan, and yet when he came out of the movie, and you did remember
her,
Kiran
yes.
Kher.
Yes.
So it's not about playing the hero and heroine, it's about bringing characters alive. And I think that's what I would like to do.
Those are the kind of films you'd like to do.
Yeah.
Going forward. So have you, and do you prefer to do more movies in the South, because you've already done so many and they've been successful, or both Bollywood and the South, both are open?
I think the whole idea of sticking to one portion has kind of ended with films getting pan-India. They get dubbed in various languages.
Right.
One accepts what's happening in different cultures. Or if you're true to your scripting and your storytelling,
yes.
and where the character comes from, then I think it doesn't really matter what language,
Right.
you know.
It isn't, yeah. Well, that's true, but as I just said, do you have a personal preference now? Or you don't mind both?
No, it's
Both
as long as it's a good story.
As long as the story is good.
Yeah.
So now also there are a lot of people, your colleagues who also started their families in the similar time, at the same time, and now who are coming back into films themselves, some in OTT, some in other platforms. Do you feel also like they are also in a lot of these talk shows, lots of being judges for many shows? Do you see yourself even going into all those zones, or you're quite defined to where you want to see yourself?
No, in fact, we did a couple of shows
Okay.
where I was the judge. There was
Yes.
also a lovely show called The Smart Jodi,
Oh, that's cute.
where couples were real life couples actually were there,
yes. Okay.
and it brought a lot of fun and games and incidents, and so the audience got to see another side of the couple.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
and how they maneuvered through the game
And you
or
were
the
a
show.
judge for that.
No, I was part of that.
Okay.
So me with my husband actually were part of that, and it was a fun thing to do,
Okay.
which I also followed up with being a judge on a show. The only thing which I feel is, everyone's putting so much hard work. And I would hate to be a judge on the show and speak negative about a person. I think that's something.
That's not.
So I choose
to stay.
No, the reality shows that I would like to do is somewhere where they bring about positivity to the show rather than pull down a person. There are shows which enjoy pulling down a person, having negative comedy, having make people laugh at the people who are actually competing there with one another.
Right.
But that's not what I'd like to be a part of.
Okay.
I would rather be part of more positive shows, something that the audience can learn from, something that the audience gets entertained with, something that they can laugh, something that they can watch as a family together.
As a family, yeah, that's true. Actually, as you said, those Manohan Desai movies were the best. Everyone enjoyed them, everyone liked them. Until today, you can watch them over and over again. So, are you doing any, which are your new films that you're doing right now or coming up with, anything coming up?
I'm shooting for 3 films right now.
Okay.
And, they are all right now. So
you can't really talk about
We can't really talk about them, but one of them is a film, again. It's about a very important character in our history.
Okay.
And I'm very fortunate to play a very big part in that.
Oh, that's nice. Yes. And that's a Bollywood movie?
That's a pan-India film.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a Hindi movie.
It's...
Oh, again, it's going to be in all languages.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. But that's pretty cool because that's, even for this show, Angies India, the reason, I mean, I really thought you're perfect for it because, again, the way you represent the country and you're, again, doing something patriotic or something.
Yes, it's absolutely something that that has embarked on a very big journey where India's freedom is concerned, and this character that I would play would have that impact.
Okay.
And it did have that impact on the freedom movement in India. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. See? So, I mean, so that's like quite perfect. And when is that movie going to come out? Like,
well, it would next year. Like I said, it takes almost a year for a movie to get completed and finally for the audience to see it.
Right. Great. Since you're so fit and you're such a, I don't know if it's the right word to say health freaks, or rather passionate about well-being and your yoga and Ayurveda, and you're a professional nutritionist, I'd like to ask you one question. Everyone's a lot into how to look good, what are the tips everyone should have to look beautiful, to look young, to get your skin glowing. Recently we've had so many shows on so many actresses and celebrities becoming a rage, talking about how they look after themselves, their hair, their exercise routines. So what would you advise women of today, how to be themselves yet look good, great and fit?
Well, the first and foremost...
Or Bhagyashree's tips is how I would put it. Yes.
Well, the first and foremost is don't hold grudges. I think the mental and emotional well-being of a person actually shows on their face.
Very true.
So that is my first advice to anyone, that don't hold on to things that have gone by, don't hold on to things that can't be, because it's in your hands. Love it, leave it, or change it.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That's the most important. But on a daily basis, I think health lies in your kitchen, in everyone's kitchen, and I think we can make our kitchen self-sufficient to keep ourselves healthy and beautiful.
Okay, that's a very interesting thing. How? Please tell us.
Eat meals that complement one another. There is nothing that you have to give up. Don't have cheat meals, because you're not cheating anyone else, you're cheating yourself.
Yes.
So it's important to enjoy the food. so that the nutrition stays in your body. When you eat something and feel guilty about it, I don't think the body absorbs the nutrients either. So that's...
it's like talking to your body.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And your body does give you signals to let you know when it is undernourished or
Overnourished.
overnourished, I would say. When it is... when certain organs of your body are not working to its optimum condition, then you're not healthy. People talk about health and fitness in one breath. I feel they are two different aspects.
Okay.
Being healthy is more important. Fitness is probably what activity you can do to the optimum level, that's fitness. But that needn't be what health is for your particular body.
Yes.
So it's understanding your body type, understanding the nutrition that your body needs, understanding your own lifestyle and working towards the betterment of it.
Okay.
So eat your fruits, eat your ghar ka khana, eat what is cooked in your own home. Fresh meals are always better. When you cook them yourself, you cook them with love.
Well, we all have staff, so...
Yeah, but I still feel that, you know, when you actually go and cook a meal for yourself, you know what you're putting in. And it's so much more healthier.
Healthier, okay.
So try and do that at least once. I don't think that's very difficult
Asking
for
too
people.
much, yes, yeah.
You know what you're having then.
Everyone's all into these having, you know, the haldi shots and, you know, your...
Well, haldi has been a part of our Indian cuisine forever.
Forever, yes.
Yes, so I think our Indian meals are in its, what do you say, in its complete form. If you have an Indian thali, it's got everything that your body needs for nourishment. So you've got your vegetables, you've got your fiber, you've got your protein, you've got your antioxidants, it's got everything.
Everything.
It's just managing to eat them right. Don't overdo one item, try and balance it out, and that's what would make you healthy.
Everyone's into eat less carbs and intermittent fasting.
Well, उपवास तो हमारे ज़माने में सब लोग वही करते थे. Today it's called intermittent fasting. But we've always been told कि you should fast one day because it kind of cleanses your system. It gives rest to your stomach and helps it recuperate. While speaking with all this, I think very important factor is to sleep well, because I think sleep is like the sweeper in our homes, which cleanses our system, removes the toxins. So if you sleep and your body is rested at the right time, it can really
make a difference.
Yeah, make a difference. And it's something that you have to do every single day.
You sleep early?
Not as early as I would like to, but I try and make up for my sleep and try and sleep at least 6 to 7 hours.
Okay, and what time?
Well, by 11, which is way too late, but yeah.
Way too late. Most people...
No, you know, most of the people think that I'm modern day Cinderella, because even when I go out, I want to leave the place and come back home by 12.
Yeah,
midnight is like, okay, I can't do, you know, the night overs.
So you feel that makes a big impact as well.
It definitely does.
Yes. And what else, I mean, in the healthy form, besides all the artificial treatments and the, you know, various things that are coming up in our new age which we live in?
See, you know, the fruits and the fruit skins have the greatest antioxidants and the greatest nutrients that your skin requires. So when you eat a banana, use the banana peel on your skin and see your skin glow. It takes care of your pigmentation, it moisturizes your skin, and you know, your skin will glow. Use your malai in the morning and you moisturize your skin naturally.
Yes.
Massage your face, talk to your body to heal it.
Oil, massage, face oil?
Well, face oil, or you can use, like I said, you can use your malai, but just do it in the right way. It's the way that you massage your skin makes all the difference.
I mean, today everyone's so lucky to get these beauty tips from you.
You have onion, methi and kadi patta. put it in coconut oil and boil it together, allow it to cool down, and use that for your hair. You'll have great hair. So things like these are all there. They're very
easy.
simple, easy things, and they are there in our kitchen. All that we have to do is use
it and
make that effort.
That's all. Okay, great. And exercise? You do 1 hour yoga or cardio?
Movement is medicine. I have a staff, but I make sure that I actually do my own work. So that makes a lot of difference.
Okay.
I would say exercise needn't just be going to the gym or doing yoga or a walk. You can mix match those things. Well, for children who are, for adults who have got grandchildren at home, just playing with the grandchildren is good enough. It's exercise enough.
That's great, great. Okay, now I'm going to come to, first thank you, because everyone's going to love these tips. So you've started something new, and I'd love to know more about it. What made you start Hamara Apna? And what is the concept behind it?
So I used to travel all over India for my work, for events, and every state or every city that I went to, I would pick up something that's locally made. For me, that was also a memory of my trip. That was also encouraging the artisans of that particular place. And when I would come back, and my wardrobe was full of all things all over India, and I take great pride in it. What I felt was slowly and steadily, the next generation is not really learning from their forefathers, where the the handicrafts or the artisans, the craftsmanship, and the only reason being that they aren't being promoted enough. They are not being monetarily compensated enough. So Hamara Apna gives the opportunities for all these artisans who are selling their wares, those who are creating handicrafts, those who are weavers, hand painters on different fabrics, jewelry makers, purses, jutis, anything that's handmade, basically, to promote them on my website, where they can be seen. And because it's my website, the opportunity of them being seen is far greater than them alone in their own state. So that's what Hamara Apna is, where they come to me.
And it's any product from every part
from
of
all
it.
And everything that is sold on Hamara Apna, the entire money goes back to them.
Oh,
so
nice.
There's
That's
nothing.
A very nice,
there's no
noble
markup.
thought.
There's no markup. There's no extra price. There's nothing at all. The people selling their goods are getting more, if nothing else, from there. So
Okay, great.
They get noticed, their brand gets noticed, and they get their complete monies back.
Great, that sounds really, really nice, and a very noble thought, of course. And with your brand name, you lending your brand name to it will obviously help and enhance it. I have a few similar things, but then mine are all related to home, as you know. And not
well, then I want your things.
Yes, we are definitely going to be doing something together.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now coming to, I'm going to ask you a quick rapid fire now. And it has to be honest, it has to be real.
Okay.
And don't worry about what all your friends in the industry have to say. They all know it's just fun.
Okay, go ahead.
So, movies or Bhagyashree online? And Hamara Apna?
Movies will always be my first love.
Okay. Ayurveda and fitness or cooking?
I think it's a match of all three together.
Okay.
For a healthy lifestyle, you need everything.
Okay. Out of all the actors today, Ranbir Kapoor, Ranveer Singh, Shahid Kapoor, Varun Dhawan, and who would you say? How would you rate them?
How would I rate them? Oh
In
my
the
goodness!
Acting, their talent. Come on, they all know it's fun. Nobody takes it all seriously.
Well, I think each of these characters bring a lot to the table by themselves, and that's why everyone's doing so good. I think Ranbir Kapoor makes for a very good actor his eyes speak. There's a lot of emotion. That's something that you'd connect with.
Yes.
I think he's something that, when you're watching a romantic movie, that's what you think of. Where Ranveer Singh is concerned, I think he brings tremendous energy.
Yes.
I mean, you can't help but smile once he walks onto the screen.
Right.
Shahid is a very serious actor. So I think when you watch his movies, you know that he brings that pathos, that seriousness to the character that he plays.
Okay.
Where Varun is concerned, I think he's taken off where Govinda left.
Okay,
So he's
that's
great
interesting.
at comedy.
Okay.
So that's how
You've covered it pretty much all. No, but choose one. That's
it depends
rapid
on my
fire,
mood.
you have
no,
to.
but it depends on my
You've
mood.
given very nice, sweet, diplomatic answers, all very sweet and real.
It's every evening you decide whether you want to feel romance, you want to be humorous, or you want to see something in action or be serious, right?
Okay, now another tricky one. Okay, Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, or Salman Khan. Don't be biased because you've done your first movie with him. But
I have to be biased.
No.
How would I rate them as actors?
Yes.
Or how would I rate them
Actors
as...
and human beings, separate, two separate, part A, part B.
See, I wouldn't know Shah Rukh and Amir so closely because I barely interacted with them. Salman I have, so I will be biased towards him.
Yes.
Well, as actors, I think all of them have proved their prowess, and they have got their select audience where everyone's rooting for each of them.
Right.
They wouldn't be who they are today if they hadn't put in the hard work.
Yeah, that's true. That's very... Okay, now coming to the actresses, and I mean the current one, favorites of everyone. Who would you prefer in as a person, A, as well as in talent? It could be Alia, Deepika, Kiara Advani, Katrina. How would you...
Well, I've got a soft corner for Alia. I've seen her as a child and I've seen her grow.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I think she is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that's true.
From the little girl that she was to where she is come now, and she's played different characters, and she lives and breathes her characters. So for me, it's hands down Alia.
Okay,
and then,
it was a very decisive answer, I must say.
But not to take away from the others, I
Yes.
think again I would say they wouldn't be where they are if
not
they
for
hadn't
her.
put in
Yes.
their hard work.
Yes.
And each of them have grown as artists. Each of them, whether it's Deepika, whether it's Kiara, whether it's Katrina,
They've all grown.
they have
yes.
all grown from where they've started to now.
Okay, Aishwarya, Madhuri, Juhi,
Oh God!
Raveena. How would you choose your choice?
Listen, again, I'm going to be very, very biased.
All your friends, of course.
Yeah, but
still.
I'll just be biased because Marathi Mulgi, it's Madhuri. I
Okay.
love her
No, she's
smile.
really,
I
yes.
love her smile. I think, people after Madhubala, who is considered
Yes.
the epitome of beauty
Yes.
in the yesteryears, I think people look at Madhuri and say, there's no one with that much grace and charm as Madhuri
That's
is.
right. That's right.
So, Raveena is a very close friend. I find her really stunningly beautiful. And Aishwarya is, well, Miss Universe.
Yes,
So,
that's true.
yeah, but as of you told me to choose,
Yes.
my
Your
answer
Madhuri.
lies with Madhuri.
Okay, great. So, thank you so much for
Thank you.
coming today on my show Angie's India. It was really a pleasure.
Thank you.
It's all about real people who don't talk much about their success and who've actually put India on a global stage. So, Bhagyashree, thank you so much for coming on my show.
Thank
and that's
you
something
so
small
much.
from
That's
Angie Homes. It's just a small token for you. I hope you like it.
So sweet.
From our silver
Thank you so much.
wear collection. I hope
Thank
you
you.
like it. And I look forward to doing many more things with you on
Very soon.
Apna.
Hamara Apna.
Hamara Apna. No, and I look forward to doing many things with you on Hamara Apna very soon. So that was a sneak peek into the life of the gorgeous and beautiful Bhagyashree, the one who made India proud at a very early stage when very few people in India were successful at that time. She made India on the global map with her movie Maine Pyar Kiya, which turned out to be to date one of India's biggest blockbusters in the history of Indian cinema. She's not only an actress, a good actor, talented, but also a very good chef, a very, very fit lady, and also a teacher for Ayurveda and well-being. She also has started Apna, an app which is also very, very well known now, and trying to promote craftsmen. I hope you enjoyed a life of an Indian successful lady who also chose her priority of family over career, and yet came back to it when she had finished her task as a role of a mother, a wife, and a homemaker. This is the true Indian woman, beautiful, intelligent, knowing what her priorities are, knowing what family is over career, but still not giving it up. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in our next episode with another super achiever of Angie's India.